Hi, I'm Peter Rose, founder of Longwood Currency Trading. And the discussion that I want to do today, very briefly with you, is the difference between trading and trading a system. A system is something where somebody has laid out a bunch of rules for you when the fast MA crosses the slow one, or you have an engulfing candle pattern followed by an RSI value of this or that or the other thing. Those are check boxes that you look at when you're trying to determine whether you're going to try to trade or whether you're going to try to increase the number of lots that you have in your position or whatever. That's trading a system. Somebody's provided you stuff that they think works for them. What aggravates me about that is that they use stuff like Bollinger Bands and Fibonacci retracements. It's just stuff that is based on what's happened in the past, which has nothing to do with what's happened right now, although what happens right now is affected by what happened in the past. If you don't understand order flow, then just saying, oh, because this level is crossed or this fib number was hit, it just doesn't mean anything. And speaking of Fibonacci's, they have absolutely no correlation with anything to do with trading. If you want to calculate or model tree rings or the growth of rabbit populations or something, you might use Fibonacci's, but not in trading. Regardless of that, you have a set of steps, things that you look at. Oh, I'm going to look at this for opening information, and this condition has to be there, and this has to be there, and this has and all this other kind of stuff. The candle body can't be greater than a fourth of the overall thing to call it a pin bar. From tail to tail. So that's a system. Systems don't work except for the person that it does work for. And because there are so many people trading and so many systems, you'll eventually get a bunch of people that agree that if you use a Bollinger Band with an RSI component, there are going to be some characteristics that they see that they're going to be able to make that work. If you want to test this theory, study somebody's engulfing candle pattern system, for example, and then go look at your chart and where they're talking about it in real time and they're showing the chart and they're saying, this is the engulfing candle pattern that I'm going to use and XYZ is going to happen. Oh, look, it happened. Now you look back in the price action and you'll see other engulfing candle patterns that are basically the same as the one that they picked. Why didn't they pick the other ones? Because if you were doing a hard right edge creep through your chart and you were looking at it, you'd see that engulfing candle. You wouldn't see this one down here. You'd see this one. And you'd think, based on the information that the person had given you in his course or his consulting or whatever, that this met that criteria. And in fact, it does. You take that and it doesn't work. And you wonder why. Then you take the next one and it doesn't work. Then you take the next one and magically it works. That's a statistical event, not a planned system that works. And the reason for that is the people that are propagating that stuff have a lot of experience in trading and trying all these different things, and you learn what works and what doesn't work. But that doesn't mean that you can teach it and share it to somebody else. The only way they can describe their success is by saying when the short MA crosses the long MA. But that isn't the criteria that they use when they trade. That's the criteria that they use to describe what happened when they made their trade. You can always match a fib number to some fucking level that something happens, but that's after the fact. You can't take a fib level and say, oh, this is what I should do when that 67% retracement thing is hit or whatever, because there's no correlation between that. There's something else going on, and that something else that's going on is called trading, and it has nothing to do with any of the crap that is being broadcast out on Videoland here. And I'm sorry, but that doesn't degrade the folks that are telling you that. They're just simply not good educators They may be very good traders, but they're not using the correct nomenclature to convey their knowledge to you. You have to find someone who understands trading in order to do that. And if you're doing this in the context of the currency markets, those markets are different than the stock markets, the commodity markets, or, you know, whatever, old tires. Trading is trading, but the rules have to be based on something. The rule has to be based on something. The currency market is based on something very specific, and that's trading. So that's the difference between trading and trading a system. Peter Rose, Longwood Currency Trading. Have a great day and have a great trading day.